What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Practically Home. I'm Aubrey, and if you guys are new here, hi and welcome. I know I've been a little absent the last couple weeks. Life in real estate just got busy, and yeah, I've been silent on YouTube, but I'm back. In today's video, I'm gonna be revealing my mudroom makeover. I really wanted to make a statement, and the best way to make a statement in your home is through paint color. So I chose to do this mudroom bench in the color Black Mocha by Bear. It turned out great. It did take me about 3 coats to do and about a day to paint this, just between drying and so forth. I did use a paintbrush for all of the crevices and cracks, corners, and then I also used a ultra smooth paintbrush roller. It gives it a very nice finish and makes it almost look like it was airbrushed. So whenever I do use a roller, I always make sure that I have an ultra smooth roller. And then I was planning on actually getting some different knobs for my mudroom bench. I just couldn't find any that I really love, so I opted to still keep my original hooks that I had, and I just gave them a light spray with some champagne mist. I'll put all the links down below so you guys can check it out. And then next to my mudroom, I have a ton of baskets and cubbies everywhere. So these baskets are great. I love the contrast of how this looks against the black. You guys can pick these up at Hobby Lobby or Home Goods. I believe at Home Goods they're like, you know, between $7 and $10 depending on the size that you want to get. So I did pick those up, and then I also have 3 that sit down below on my bench part. Now, of course, you guys can see behind me, I did add a couple of throw pillows just to create a little nook when you're coming in from my garage. It's somewhere you can sit, take your shoes off, hang your purse up. For my mudroom bench, I also ordered some fabric from a shop from Etsy. I'll put the links down below. The fabric is so cute. I wanted something that was going to be minimal, but have a little bit of a pattern to it. I'm not too wild when it comes to color. I really like neutrals, but I thought this was a really nice print to have in my mudroom. Also in my kitchen, I have like a really nice Roman shade that has very minimal stripes. So I wanted to carry that minimal stripe through my house. So I thought a great way to blend those two was to also add that type of pattern in my mudroom. I also used a high density foam that I ordered from Amazon. That turned out great. I was super happy with it, and I actually ended up doubling up the foam because I didn't want to waste it. It ended up making a nice thick cushion for my bench. So I laid the foam pad on the mudroom bench. I took my pair of scissors and I just cut the foam to the exact measurements of my bench. And then I had enough foam left over that I wanted to actually just double up the cushion so it was a bit thicker, and it ended up being perfect. So I just cut the extra pieces to fit the bench perfectly, and then I just kind of made everything fit nice and tight. Cushion. For the seat. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Do you like that? Okay. Good? Good. High five. All right. Next, for the fabric, I took my yard of fabric and I just laid it over my kitchen island. I had a nice big space to work with. I laid my foam pad out, and then I just measured on each side. So I left about 2.5 to 3 inches on each side of the pad. I originally was actually planning to just sew the fabric together, but when I got my sewing machine out, I realized that I was out of bobbin thread. So I opted for just actually breaking out my glue gun, which worked out perfectly. I'm not too worried about it. Ideally, I would have liked to sewn this with a zipper, so that way I just made a nice cushion that I could remove. I could wash it if it got dirty from my kids. But unfortunately, I was a little underprepared, and I just used what I had. So I'm just trimming off the excess fabric on the sides, and then I left about 2.5 inches on each side to just fold the fabric nicely. So I just took my hot glue gun, and then I just glued the sides. I made sure I pulled the fabric nice and tight so I didn't want any wrinkles in it. And then I just folded the corners like I would fold a present. I just tucked them in really nicely, glued them down, and then I just did this along all the sides of the cushion. And what's great about this is that what's nice about the hot glue is it comes off pretty easily. I mean, not too easy, but it does come off nice. So if I ever change my mind, I can go back and make that nice cushion cover with the zipper and really sew it together. So I'm just going to go ahead, finish gluing the sides. I make sure that I'm pulling the fabric nice and tight on the sides, and then that was my bottom layer, and then I'm just going to go back in with the top layer and fold the fabric over. And again, I'm just pulling the sides nice and snug to make sure we don't have any wrinkles. I wish I would have went and steamed the fabric first before I did this. You guys can see that there's like wrinkles from where the fabric was folded when it was shipped. And then last but not least, for my mudroom, I have this really nice piece of artwork that adds just a little bit of greenery in the space, and I also paired it with a nice circular jute rug. I purchased this from Hobby Lobby. I believe it was about $45. I did get it like 2 or 3 months ago, right around the time when we moved in. So can't tell you if they do have it, but I can link some similar rugs for you guys to shop. Thanks for watching my mudroom reveal. I hope you guys liked it. It was pretty simple, really easy to do. It took me a little bit longer than I had planned, but the most important part is that it's done and I can move on to the next project. So anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.